hey, when you got a sick animal, it doesn't matter whether it's raining or sunshine, you got to take care of them. Hey friends, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Ben and Denise here, and Decker and Katie wandering around. It is a cold, rainy day, and I'm expecting this to turn to snow anytime now. But
we're grateful for the rain.
We are grateful for the rain. It has been so dry, as you've heard us say over and over again, but it's wet now and slick. Anyway, so what are we out here in the cold doing?
Well, we wanted to talk to you about a critical component of why you need to be rotationally grazing your animals. Now, Laverne has actually been pretty sick for the last few weeks. Normally she's down here, we've got her separated.
Normally when she's here, she's right here.
Yes, but it is cold and wet and she is in her tractor. Now, Laverne was not rotationally grazed. As y'all know, we got her from Robbie Lynn and Pastor Lawn. Now I spoke with Robbie Lynn, and the people that had Laverne before did not rotationally graze, and they wormed Laverne all the time, whether she needed it or not. So the issue is that Laverne started losing weight, and it came on pretty rapidly. We weren't sure what was going on at first, but I checked her eyes and her gums, and they were a very light pink, almost white. And that's a Famantia score. If you're not familiar with it, it's a way you can tell if there are parasites within your animals. So I'll put a chart here on the screen so you can see if they've got a really nice pink, no problem.
Yeah. Unlike our eyes where you want them white, you want them pink. White is not good.
Yes. So, well, and our gums too, right? Like even our gums, we want them pink. If they were white, there's
true.
An issue.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Just means I've been eating too much icing on cakes. Anyway.
So
back to the goats.
Yeah, so we checked her, and we did check Bucky Euchre. And he also had, his eyes weren't as pink as we would like. Sissy's doing phenomenal. She's doing great. But because of Laverne's, the state of her eyes and the losing of the weight, we went ahead and took her to the vet. They did an egg count, and she had over 3,000.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we did have to worm her. Now
that's a stool sample, and over 3,000 egg count in that.
Yes, in the stool sample. Now, y'all know we rotate our animals at least every 2 days, if not sooner. So we don't see how there's any way she could have picked this up here. So what we're surmising is she probably still had some eggs when she got to the homestead. And for whatever reason, they held off for a little bit, but eventually it just became too much.
Well, and that could go back to the original owner.
Yes.
Worming all the time, you know, and with anything, you know, especially like antibiotics, you create a superbug within your system. So these were resistant to the wormer, and so it was slowly building up over time there and then here.
And we took her to the vet, and they did give her a wormer.
Yep.
And Monday, we took another stool sample in. It had been about 2 weeks.
Yep.
And her egg count went up. So she has 4,200 now instead of like in the 3,000s.
Right.
And that's exactly what Ben said.
She got superbugs in her.
She's got superbugs because she was wormed all the time. And this is why we rotationally graze, and this is why we think it is the solution for a lot of these parasite issues. If they are eating over their poop, they're going to exchange parasites with each other. If they are moved all the time and they're not allowed to sit on their poop, they're not going to get parasites. And it takes about 2 weeks for that parasite cycle to be broken in the poop. So if you have them in one paddock and it takes you 2 weeks to get back to that paddock, that parasite cycle's broken.
And guineas and chickens help with that too. But
Exactly, because they eat the bugs in the poop.
yeah. And we, Sissy seems fine, her daughter, and we tried
Yes.
to keep her separate. Not happening.
No.
She wanted back with Mama.
She took a hit of 10,000 volts, what, 3 times?
I don't know if it was 10,000.
No, well, yeah, you checked the fence. It was like 8 on one strand and it was 10 on the other. So this one I think was 10 and this one was 8.
Go ahead, touch it.
Oh.
It's not plugged in.
Oh,
I
it's
wouldn't
not
tell her
plugged
to
in.
touch
Okay.
it.
It's electrifying.
I wouldn't do that to her.
And she went through that multiple times to get back to Laverne. So we were like, you know what, we're moving enough. I'm not going to risk her getting hurt to get back to her mom. So we just, good or bad, we felt like we didn't really have a choice but to keep Sissy in with her. And I'm not going to keep her locked up in a barn.
No. Well, and that makes it worse too, because then she's eating on her poop. Even if we'd clean it out every day, it's still going to be in that dirt
Exactly.
and the hay and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, they are back in our regular paddock, or regular
Well, just
paddocks.
one paddock.
Just one paddock, yes. But up until this point, over the last 2 weeks, we have been rotating them through outside, using the Premier One netting, like you can see down there with the chicken coop, the little chickens. They've been outside. They've been going through the front yard and around the garden and things like that, because we're trying to make sure that those eggs don't get in the regular pasture. And we're not bringing the cows and the sheep down where they've been, at least not for a while. We're going to make sure there's that 2-week cycle, probably a little bit more.
She's in the lower pasture here, just on one part of the lower pasture. The other part with the pond, the cows and the sheep will be down there probably another week. She will not go in there. So we're just going to keep rotating her, Euchre and Sissy just around here, possibly in the woods, until we get that egg count under control.
Yep.
She's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So we are trying to do everything we can. Yeah, she's got bottle jaw. So what is bottle jaw? Well, if you see a goat, you'll see swelling under their chin.
We'll show you a picture.
Yeah, this is a serious sign. It's a sign of anemia, typically associated with parasites. So if you see bottle jaw in your goat, you need to get them help. Now, I do try to give them like garlic and cayenne once a week. It went several weeks without doing that, and that could be also one of the reasons why the egg count got out of control. I got busy, and moving them, I didn't think about it because she's never on her poop. No. So it just wasn't something that...
And she was acting fine. Eating normal, poop was normal.
Yeah.
Rotating through, wanting to get out when she was around, hold up a little sweet feed and, silver bullet through the fence pretty much. But
yeah, she started getting a little lethargic, but that bottle jaw showed us, okay, we've really got a problem.
Quick.
And her bottle jaw went down for about a week.
Yeah.
Now, what we're doing though, we're giving her shredded beets. And you know what? I know beets are a GMO crop. We are giving it to her anyways right now because I'm just trying to get weight on her. I cannot find a non-GMO shredded beet around here.
Yeah.
So I went to Tractor Supply, which we don't normally shop at, but we got her that. We got her red cell therapy, which is basically an iron supplement. Got her on vitamins, got her on goat pellets, got her on all the hay she can eat.
Yeah.
So we are loading her up, trying to get her to put on weight and get these stupid bloodsuckers out of her.
And Euchre and Sissy are doing the happy dance, like, ooh, all these treats, because they get to
Right.
share too. But
And we did run a fecal on Sissy. She did have a high egg count, but she's fine. Her Famacha score is phenomenal. She's not losing weight. And one of the things we appreciate about our vet is she's like, if she's fine, we're not going to give her any wormer, because the more wormers we give her, the more she's going to develop a resistance, and we're going to have all kinds of problems.
yeah, she wasn't concerned about it. She's like, if she starts acting, lethargic, just like Laverne was, then we will do something. But she's like, until that point, she's like, let her be.
So our hope is that once we get Laverne under control, and Bucky, we gave him one shot. He had not been rotationally grazed, and so, and it,
that could have added to the egg count too.
it could have, yeah. But he's doing better. He was losing a little weight. It wasn't really bad, but we did worm him just in case. But once the egg count's under control, I'm hoping our thought process is, because we move them so much, this shouldn't happen again.
Right.
Now, if this was one of our sheep, we'd probably cull.
Right.
But Laverne's special, and special to us, special to Robbie Lynn. But also, we've got more of a connection with Laverne, I think, than, we lost Fee. But the sheep are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They're doing phenomenal. They're doing great, waiting on babies any day now. So
One would think.
yeah, so everybody else is doing well. Laverne's just very sick. And, when I spoke with Robbie Lynn, she said that the person that had her before wormed her on a regular basis, whether she needed it or not.
Right.
That creates so many problems.
Not a good idea. Besides, it's expensive. That stuff's not cheap to just, randomly give it to them.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was. Oh, I had something else I was going to say. I had it twice and lost it.
Sorry, did I?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, but we wanted to give you an update on what's going on with Laverne. We're doing everything we can to try to nurse her back to health. Hopefully, we had to give her a pretty powerful wormer.
Twice now.
Monday, twice now. So we're hoping at some point we can kill this, but I really feel the only way to really make sure your animals don't get worms is to move them.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to move your animals.
Well, and the other thing was we do also add DE, diatomaceous earth, to their food, because that can help, DE's a whole different video. But
I like garlic better,
right.
But garlic and cayenne a lot better, and it's good to give them garlic too, because it boosts their immune system.
Right. Right, but those are more preventatives. When we've got a sick animal, you need to take further steps, and then we'll go back to, once she's better, we'll go back to the preventatives. And
Yep.
yeah, so anyway, it is getting dark. It is getting colder. I should already have a fire going in the fireplace.
Yeah, it's going to be a very cold night.
It is, but we wanted to give you a quick update. Hunting season open today. Clearly, we're
Well,
here.
rifle season open today.
Yeah, rifle hunting. So heard a few shots around, and I hear somebody off in the distance whooping and hollering. So
I wonder if our neighbor's grandson just got one,
Might
because we
be.
heard a shot right before we started the video.
I hit record on the camera about a second after she jumped. It would have been great.
I
to
just
start.
wasn't expecting it this time of day.
No,
So, but
Anyway, so
they
we'll
probably
get in-
can't see us anymore.
You might not. Are you in there? So anyway, so we'll wrap it up. But tomorrow, Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yes, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So we do wish you all the best and prayers for a wonderful day with family and friends and all the blessings that we have. We might have a messed up government and a messed up world, but we still live in the freest, greatest country there is out there, and we need to be thankful for that. So
And either way, we've got a loving Father.
that's right. That's right. If it all goes down and goes bad, we know where we're going.
Exactly.
So anyway, all right, everybody, make sure you go get pick up a hori knife and some deodorant. Get those stocking stuffers for everybody, and
Yes, and if you could please say a prayer that we can get this figured out with Laverne, that would be appreciated.
yes, please. We do love Laverne and Sissy. They're wonderful goats.
She's a pain in the butt sometimes, but we love her.
And we like Euchre too. He just stinks. And he's like a big dog. He wants to be pet. And it
All the
doesn't
time.
come out of your clothes very easy or your hands or anything. So,
Yes.
all right. we'll let you go. Thanks for hanging in there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up and leave comments. We love hearing your comments and thoughts, and we appreciate you. So take care, everybody. God bless. See y'all on the next video.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.